welcome all. Today we're going to discuss about contract versus full-time employment. So I'm focusing on US based software engineer development or software development positions especially. So you know that, right? That majorly like three different type of employments are there. Full-time, so where employees work for a specific number of hours, like weekly 40 hours, so daily like 8 hours, and they're typically paid by salary based, like monthly salary. Okay, the second one is a part-time. Usually employees work for a specific number of hours per week and paid hourly. So here there is no fixed hours. Week it might be 30 hours, next week it might be 40 hours, or next week could be like 50 hours or sometimes like that. So basically it's a part-time. You don't need to take any responsibility. So coming to third one, contract. So employees work for a period of time outlined in a contract. Basically your employer and make a contract with a client. They put a contract like 8 months, 9 months contract or a 1 year contract like that, and they open the jobs. So your employer sign on that contract and you will join based on hourly pay. So there are three different type of contract jobs are there. One, C2C, we call it as corp to corp. W2, contract to hire type. So what is a corp to corp? Corp to corp is basically, your employer make contract with another employer, and the second employer gets project from another client. So for example, assume a company, Microsoft, where they open a project and they don't want it to focus on hiring purpose, and they will give that project to some vendors like TCS or Infosys or something like that. And then Infosys opens those positions to some third party small organizations. So the C here in the top to bottom approach, C means like your employer will provide your profile to the vendor, like middle vendors, and vendor submits your profile to client, and then they will hire. So during this time, so you might attempt multiple rounds of interviews, like a first round with the vendor, second round with the client, last round with another client, or maybe like same team in the client, like that. So you will do, it's like that's why we call it as a corp to corp. So it's a contract between corporation to corporation. Like the second type, W2, it's a bit different one. Most of the Indian consultancies in USA focus on W2 type. So what is the W2 type? W2 type is basically the company hire you and they file for H1 and they will pay you monthly basis. And they keep you on a bench. If you don't have a job, they keep you on a bench, but they pay salary, and they provide your profile to external companies or clients or anything like that. And they get they will arrange you interview. Once interview process completed, they get some portion of your salary in the contract, and they provide you maybe like 80-20, 75-25 like that. So it's like because they are providing you benefits, so they are taking their portion of some salary and they are giving it to remaining portion to you. Okay, so most of the master students go to W2, and under W2 they go with like a corp to corp type or contract to hire, different type of contract based employee. So coming to third one, contract to hire, rather than it is another employment type, the contract to hire can happen during corp to corp time or during W2 time, like that. So hiring you, if I like your work, I mean, we will do like a 9 months of contract, and then if we see your work culture and your work nature and can deliver what you promise, then there is a chances that they're gonna hire you as a full-time employee. So for the newcomers, just to give a high-level view, like if you are focusing on contract based, make sure that what type of contract you are going, whether it is a corp to corp or W type or contract to hire, like that. If you are recently graduated, there is a more opportunities for full time. So you have to, I mean, I will focus on like what kind of skills you have to brush up to get a full-time job.